Welcome to another week of Friday Night Fever. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, your host, Matt St. Jean. Great show lined up for y'all tonight. Rhea Thornton will join us in a little bit down in Stark, Vegas. Big revenge game between the Yellow Jackets and the Arrows. Tupelo put its undefeated record on the line in Oxford, and of course our game of the week. A rivalry that didn't really exist 5 years ago, but the Biggersville Lions and TCPS Eagles have evolved into two of the top teams in 1A North. The Lions are coming off a devastating loss in the state title game. TCPS still not thrilled about being beat by Biggersville in the North Half semis. What does that all add up to? A dang good football game. So let's go up to Biggersville. TCPS 2-2 on the season. Biggersville 3-1. You ever heard of a team bringing a smoke machine to an away game? Me neither, but I love it. Sean Holliday, that man is a showman. First drive of the game for Biggersville, second and long because of penalties, turns into third and very long. Thanks to Hayes Dossett with the sack. Num, 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 sack lunch. But hold your horses. Next play, third and a country mile. Drew Rousey connected with Zay Davis, broke a tackle, and that boy is fast. 76 yards on third and a million. 7-0 Lions. TCPS had an answer, and his name is Jaden Warren. That ain't a boy. That's a man. A grown man. 44 yards to pay dirt. Eagles even the score up at 7. After a TCPS defensive stop deep in the Biggersville half, Emmanuel Randall, the lightning to Warren's thunder, showed off his silky moves, got down to the 1-yard line. Jake Prather finished off the drive with a QB sneak. TCP was up 14-7 at that point. Of course, this game went back and forth. Eagles, they get their revenge on Biggersville, 35-25. Walnut traveled to Baldwin for a date with the Bearcats. And it wasn't a great date for Walnut. Baldwin was up 28-0 at this point. Late in the second half, Walnut trying to get some momentum. Drew Jackson was picked off by Johnny Harper in Wildcat territory. And Baldwin was trying to add to its already giant lead. Jamari Marshall throws it up to the end zone, and a great play by Jack Leak, showing off some closing speed, swatted the ball away. Next play, Marshall hit Harper on the crossing route. Stiff arm, see you later, in for the touchdown, but wait. Laundry on the field. That didn't count, but it didn't really matter. Baldwin went into the half up big. They won big, 49-8. They improved to 5-1 on the season. They will travel to Myrtle next week. The Troopers, coming off an electric offensive performance last week, traveled to Shannon. The Red Raiders were on top 24-14 with 8 minutes left until the half. Let's see how each team ended. And there's Jamarcus Shines, complete to Omarion Guyton. Couple of nice moves there by Guyton, 20-yard gain, but nothing came of the drive. So let's see if Morville could make some noise in the second quarter here. Dawson Phillips scored 10 touchdowns last week. 10 touchdowns. He gets a nice little 10-yard gain, or a 5-yard gain. We'll call it 5. 5-yard gain. And then Morville again, Dawson Phillips drops back to pass up. He decides to take off and run again. He's a good athlete. And oh man, Morville looks very nice in those away whites. But it was Shannon who held serve at home in a big way. They won 50-20. Big game for 6A. Tupelo traveled to Oxford, putting their undefeated record on the line. And oh boy, the atmosphere up there, I'm jealous. I sent Alvin to that game. I wish I was at that game. Atmosphere must have been electric. Let's go to the action now. Oxford quarterback Michael Harvey passed to Cash Shows. And Cash, he knows what to do with it. All the way to the house. The Oxford Chargers looking good. Fans pumped up. Tupelo looking for an answer. Jeremiah Harrell fake to KD Gibson. Keeps it to himself. 25-yard gain for the sophomore. I got to say, Harrell's probably going to be a very good player when his high school career is all said and done. But the night belongs to the Oxford Chargers. Look at that man. Oh my goodness. He broke every tackle on the defense. Oxford goes on to win 22 6. Big rivalry game in Pontotoc. Warriors hosted the New Albany Bulldogs, and it was a tight game in this one. Tight game. Connor Armstrong, the normal starting quarterback for Pontotoc, he was out with an injury. Nick Townsend, usually a wide receiver, took over at quarterback, handed off to Jordan Ball. Nice little 10-yard gain. But not a lot of scoring in this one. That drive ended up stalling for the Warriors. New Albany quarterback Joe Mathis airs it out, looking for his receiver, picked off by Jordan Ball. He plays running back. Oh, no, it wasn't picked off. Oh, fooled me. Got caught by Orlando Cates. Nice little, but I think that got called back with a holding penalty, but it was a very cool play. So this game went right down to the wire. New Albany missed an extra point, and they lose 14-13. Big win for Pontotoc. Let's go up the road to Belmont. The Cardinals hosting the Urchins of East Union. And the cheerleaders were fired up for both teams. There they go. Not cheer team of the week, but good cheer teams nonetheless. East Union's Rhett Johnson threw a screen pass to Hayden Roberts, and Roberts takes it all the way in for the touchdown. Extra point was good. East Union went up 7-0. Belmont answered. Gavin Lynch handed off to Miles Cox, and Cox ran for 20 yards inside the 10-yard line. Belmont cheerleaders fired up, and that set up this little 3-yard run for the Cardinals, but the night belonged to the Urchins, 42-14. And we've arrived at that time. It is time for Band of the Week. Take it away, Biggersville.
The Friday Night Fever Band of the Week is sponsored by Northeast Mississippi Community College.
TCPS!
The Friday Night Fever Cheer Squad of the Week is sponsored by Magnolia Soap and Bath Company.
Congrats to TCPS, the cheer team of the week. Rhea Thornton is down in Starkville right now. Big time revenge game tonight between the Yellow Jackets and the Clinton Arrows. Rhea, what you got?
Matt, you could tell this was a revenge game. It was a battle until the clock hit 0. Starkville was down at half, 14-7, but like you said, they had something to prove tonight, so they weren't going to let that halftime score just dim their sting that easily. Picking things up midway through the third, Starkville's in the red zone. Trey Petty honed in on his target, sent it deep to Jalen York. He catches it in the end zone, but after a blocked extra point, the Jackets still trailed 14-13. Shortly after, the Arrows advanced their lead to 8 with this handoff that you can obviously see got me spinning in circles and caught the Jackets off guard. But not for long. Like I said, this was a ball game and we're just getting started. Starkville's back within 20 yards of the goal line and Petty looked to use his arm again, but this time he found Jordan Mitchell. The Jackets tie up the game at 21s after getting the 2-point conversion. But wait, there's more. With under 2 minutes to play, Starkville's got the ball back in Petty's hands very calmly, might I add. He launches this one deep to Braylon Burnsides as he's falling across the pylon, and the Jackets gain the lead for the first time tonight. But that didn't matter because Starkville won big 28-21, I should say, making it 30 straight wins at home for Starkville. After tonight, I think it's safe to say that these Jackets are the comeback kids. I mean, think about it. Madison Central last week, big win late. This game tonight, big win late. So this is a team to watch. And their next target is Tupelo over in Golden Wave territory. So that should be quite the matchup to watch. Reporting live in Starkville for Friday Night Fever, Rhea Thornton, WTVA 9 Sports.
Thanks, Rhea. Let's go to West Point. The Wave against the Trojans of New Hope. And it was a defensive showdown in the first half. West Point looked to be the first on the board with a field goal, but blocked by New Hope. The score remained 0-0. The Trojans tried to get something going on offense to take advantage of that momentum, but couldn't. West Point is West Point, and they're pretty good. They win 31-0. The Wildcats of Louisville went on the road to Northeast Lauderdale. First quarter, Louisville looking to add to their 7-0 lead. And Jace Hudspeth and Kierion Jackson making it look easy. And the Wildcats made it look easy all night. They won going away 41-0. Grenada looking to bounce back after losing to Tupelo last week against Madison Central. And Madison Central ain't an easy place to play. Positive play. Oh, it was homecoming. So cute, so cute. Okay, positive play for Grenada on this one. Nice run by the running back from Madison Central. Oh, but he stripped of the football. Grenada recovered, but the team didn't really cover that well. 35-0. And remember, tomorrow, the voting for Giant of the Week opens up. 4 players nominated, 1 shall win. We'll see you back here next week.